Hi everyone, Natasha McLaughlin-Chaisson here, registered dietitian specialized in sports and performance and owner of NMC Nutrition. How's everyone holding up? I'm here during my youngest son's nap time, and so we're going to try to get through this before he wakes up. So thank you all for practicing social distancing, and for those as well who are essential service workers who are risking it being out there right now. So to show my appreciation for all of you, I wanted to help those athletes who are at home with some tips and tricks on staying focused throughout this social isolation and social distancing. So my first tip is, first off, let's focus on making liquid a priority. You're home and you're training at home. One of the reasons why we want to focus on liquid intake, keeping that water bottle like you would do if you were out and you were training and you were on your normal routine. Sports Dietitians Australia reports that you can reduce performance by up to 30% if you are not focused on hydration, causing you to have a dehydration of 2% or more. So a dehydration of 2% or more is as simple as being thirsty, or if your urine is a bit darker, you can be about 2% dehydrated. So why is this so important? Well, we want to make sure that when you are training at home, that you are getting the most out of your training so that you can get back to your performing as soon as possible, back to your season once this is all over. So we want to make sure that we are focusing on maximizing our home training. Otherwise, endurance is affected if you're dehydrated, power output's affected, skills performance affected, reaction time becomes affected, and sprint time as well. So very, very important that we pay attention, and we also want to make sure that this hydrating becomes a habit so that when we get back to our normal life events, that this is something that sticks. You also want to make sure to keep an eating and sleeping routine. So what this means is that you are going to focus on eating and sleeping at normal times. It doesn't have to be your habitual times. I'm not expecting you to necessarily put your alarm clock on for 6 a.m., but a lot of you are maybe focusing right now on just relaxing and catching up on sleep, and that's okay for the start of it all, but this could impact your eating schedule after a while. So if you can keep a routine going on, getting up and going to bed at somewhat regular times, then that would be ideal. Also, it's important to take this time to develop your cooking ability. So a lot of you are not necessarily cooking regularly. Because of your schedules, you may be relying, for some of you, on chefs. I have a lot of my pros who are relying on chefs. Some of you younger athletes may be relying on your parents or on your private schools, cafeterias, to provide that food. So what ends up happening is you may not be knowledgeable in food preparation. So this is a wonderful opportunity to develop that. And for younger athletes, ask your parents to participate in food preparation so that when you do go away to college, when you do go away to university, or when you just move out on your own, or you have to cook on your own for one reason or another, you will have that knowledge and those abilities. So this is a great time to develop that while you are home. Now, I will be continuing to offer virtual consultations and telephone consultations for my athletes, and of course webinars for groups of up to 100 participants, of course everyone from their own houses. So if you're needing anything like that, feel free to let me know. So whatever you're struggling with nutritionally, I'm there to help. If there's other questions that you'd like me to address in this way, feel free to send me those questions. And I want you to remember again that nutrition is a science, not an opinion.